Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Mazzeo, CMO at Scitara. One of the things that we've been talking a lot about recently is this concept of an AI-driven lab. So what I wanted to do in this video is give you a little bit more definition of what we see as an AI-driven lab. What does that entail? And then I'll talk a little bit about what the benefits are of being an AI-driven lab. So when we talk about this concept, we're thinking about it from at least two perspectives. The first is that because when you have Scitara DLX in place and you have a digital core, lab digital core, and because we're connected to everything in your lab, we can take all of your laboratory data, we can tag it with key metadata, because again, we're connected to all your key systems like your ELNs and LIMS, for example. We can contextualize the data, convert it to a common format of your choice. That could be something like ASM, that could be JSON, animal, whatever you want. And then we can put that data into the storage location of your choice. So for example, if you have a corporate data lake, we could put it there, etc. Now, once we've delivered that data, contextualized and annotated to the storage location of your choice, now you can take advantage of AI to get insights from your lab data that'll help you to make better decisions and to be more productive. So that's one aspect of being an AI-driven lab. The second aspect relates to the fact, as I've talked about in previous videos, that we've been developing these DLX AI agents. These agents sit on top of the DLX core that's established. And what they can do is make your scientists much more productive by taking on some of the routine tasks that your scientists have to do today, freeing them up to focus on more high value added work. So what I wanted to do now is just give you some examples of how these DLX AI agents could potentially free up your scientists to be more productive. And I say potentially because we're still very early days with the capabilities of these agents. And I'll talk about it in three categories. The first is kind of lab operations and experimentation. So scientists spend a lot of time setting up experiments, building tables, et cetera. These AI agents could take on a significant portion of that aspect of a scientist's work. They also spend a lot of time monitoring things and looking for deviations in laboratory processes. These AI agents could take on that as well, and they can alert you if things go out of a desired range. And finally, they can also be used to do things like sample tracking and chain of custody management. So again, all of those kind of fall into the lab operations and experimentation category. The second category where these AI agents can help your scientists be more productive would be in the area of data handling and analysis. So for example, you need to aggregate the data, as we've talked about. You may need to reprocess it. These AI agents could take on that. You could do automated data review with these agents and QC checks. And finally, they can help write reports based on the data that is produced in your labs. So again, taking on data analysis and aggregation is a second category of potential improvements or potential productivity enhancements. And then finally, these AI agents can give you insights into your laboratory. They can help you to optimize methods. For example, if you have a chromatography method and you're looking to make it faster or improve resolution, these agents could help with that. They could help you with regulatory compliance checks if you're in a regulated QC lab, for example. And finally, they can help with scheduling and resource management in the lab as well. So again, a lot of potential opportunities for these DLX AI agents to make your scientists significantly more productive. There's a concept in software engineering called the 10x engineer. 10x because they're taking advantage of AI to make them 10 times more productive. We envision that over time, there'll be the concept of a 10x scientist, i.e. they'll be 10 times more productive because AI is helping them to do so. So in summary, when we talk about an AI-driven lab at Scitara, we're talking about it from at least two angles. Number one, centralizing your lab data where you can use AI to get insights and make decisions from, and these DLX AI agents, which are going to significantly boost the productivity of your laboratory scientists. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video, and if you have any challenges to anything I've said, I'd love to hear that as well. This is Jeff Mazzeo, the CMO at Scitara. Thanks for listening and have a great day.